どうもありがとうございました。Showing you today. This class, thank you. Today, どうもありがとうございました。はい。Next in the progression of katas at second cue and first cue in Japanese at Nikyu or EQ are Hai Sho and Hai Dai. They're both katas that are very linear, back and forth. And since the camera captures only half of the dojo, and I want you to see the footwork, I'm going to be up over here. So you're seeing me moving up and down along this way. Okay, so, from Kusuke, feet together stance, feet together, out 45 degrees, bend your knees a little bit, relax the body, breathe in, and relax. And you're going to go into yoi, and then you're going to go to ski, and the hands are going to come back to the hips, and ikiai, ease. Okay, coming down, yeah. Coming back up, through, coming back, turning, punch. Okay, make sure that the arm does not come around, but comes through when you're there. Okay, so you here, down block, come through with the hand, and then punch. Okay. You're going to step forward and say Kusudashi, double punches. You're going to punch and drop down. And exhale. Shuto strike to the carotid. Bam. Blocking. Maigeri. Strike. Bam. Hard. Strike. Bam. Hard. Trap the hand. Bring it up. Rib cage. Inside. Strike. Coming straight through. Strike. Do not come around. That's a common mistake. If you come around, that's going to throw your centrifugal force outward. It takes more time. And what you're doing is attacking that way. So you come straight through. Strike, kick, strike. There is a third hand coming down. Some people do it like this. I do it like this. Just either way. Okay. Trap. Hit. Some of you hitting somebody's punch. 1 strike, 2 strike. Trap the hand. Come up. Yeah. Strike. Ease. Exhale. Yummy. So, some people go down on that knee. I don't. I like to stay a little bit off the ground. It's harder to maintain that balance there for a second. Once you touch the knee on the ground, you're doing groundwork. And that is a completely different animal in terms of what you need to do. Once you put that knee on the ground, you're committing yourself to the ground. If you are coming down and striking somebody there, the person's on the ground, or you're, maybe doing whatever movement that you're doing to come down. Once you commit to the ground, you're down. It's harder to get back up, and it's easier than just going down and back up. Okay, so that you're doing that movement. Bang! Coming up. Coming in close. Strike out. Double punch. Yeah! Grabbing somebody's head. Bam. Stepping back into Kosadachi. Stepping back into Kosadachi. Turning out of Kosadachi. Down block. So you have Shikodachi, Kosadachi, Zen Kosadachi. All very tight. This is not an expansive kata. You're not making large strides in these movements. They're very close, tight. It's a close, tight kata. Coming through. You know, coming through. Nico Ashidashi. Cat stance. Getting back. Bam. Rotating, torquing. Striking. It could be lower. It could be collarbone. Bam. Or bam. One collarbone, second collarbone. So then it could be this for the collarbone that's their left, and or this one, or that one, the collarbone that's for their right. So yeah, different collarbones. Pick a target. Temple's kind of high. Carotid, you knock somebody down. Hit somebody in the carotid, they're down. There's not many getting up, you knock them out. He breaks somebody's collarbone, the shoulder goes out. Completely immobilized, extreme pain. Broken collarbone in judo, I know. Shoulder just goes out completely. You can't move it. So you have to pick a target where it means some business. I would not go for a temple too high. I would go for the carotid because you're going to drop somebody. I would go for one or the other collarbone. Bam, dropping. You're dropping down into that. You're dropping down into that. Put some meaning into these movements if you're going to do them. For practice sake, just in terms of getting the movements down, that's what you're doing. But walk through with meaning and analyze the movements. What am I doing here? Bam! I'm breaking something, coming in and breaking somebody's collarbone. What am I doing here? Bam! I'm hitting the carotid. What am I doing here? Stepping back, two guys coming in at me. Break the katas down, man. Apply katas to self-defense movements too. The next kata is Hai Sho. I'm sorry, Hai Dai. Sho meaning one, Dai meaning two. Very similar up until a certain point. I mean, exact same movements up until a certain point. I want to spend another time on that. But just concentrate on these stances of Shikodachi stance. Just do this. You know, sliding, 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 relax, sliding. Move in all stances. Move in all directions. You know. Whoa, man, you got me here. Oh, man. In order for me to cover up that distance, I'm going to have to do a hop out of there. Oh, goodness. Made that up. Just got to flow. You know, come in, do any type of movements. Learn to bob and weave. Man, boxers do this all the time. Yes, I'm exaggerating the movements. But getting that flow. Getting that flowing. Getting that flowing. Flow, 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 flow. Yeah! Use breathing. focus. Just by the breathing, you know, I'm in checking things out mode. And okay. Always moving for that blind spot. Always moving for that blind spot. Tight conditions. Gotta walk right here, man. Maybe. Now I don't have much exit. Maybe I have a wall over here. You know, depending on how much distance I have here, you know, things are going to have to be tight. The blind spot is going to be the person. This is the person facing me. You know, there's your face. Yeah. Not that they're short, but so that you can see my movements. Now facing me, the blind spot for most people, 90% of the population are going to hold their right hand back, power hand, power punch. Oizuki, gyatsuki. Strong, power. Power. So like this, face you probably low left lead. Maybe, you know, the feet are like this, or it might come up here like this, both feet. But you know, if I come up here both feet, I really want to knock you out with this punch here. Bam. Okay, so it's going to be the right hand, left hand, right hand. Power zone coming across them. No. Coming across this weapon. Coming across that weapon. Coming across that weapon. Coming across that weapon. 4 weapons on you, man. Have the person standing here like this. And so their blind spot is going to be behind me on my left shoulder. So 90% of the population right-handed, that's where it's going to be. So I'm going to want to go back here. I'm going to go here. This is where I want to be. And I want to be in this close to the person. This is where if I can grab a shoulder, grab behind, you know, I've got control of the movement. You know, knee range, hitting behind the leg. You know, sweeping range. You know, hitting not with a kick, but knee. Now that was a foot. I meant to do shin. Come in with the shin. You know, just give him a good shin kick. Bam! Come in. And so, I should practice. You know, for those movements. And think about those lines coming in at 45 degrees. That mean I need to switch it up? Maybe sometimes I do. If the person switches it up on me, I still want to come in the blind spot behind them. Attacking there. Here. Behind. Grabbing them. Hitting the knee. Bam! Behind. You just buckle their knee out. If I still have them, you've dropped their weight. Throw. The smaller you are, the lower you have to get for a throw. I have to drop it really low for a throw. You know, there. You know, gotta come down on that throw. If I have to get to ultimate commitment to
bowing my head down, because they're gonna come, baby. I got them. They gotta come. I gotta throw them. That's the last move commitment. So, through my judo experience, my karate experience, my karate teachers, stances, good stances. When you go into a UA stance, a good UA stance. One last point. When I go into a good UA stance, feet being shoulder wide, knees bent. I could even be a little tighter in on that. Okay, so your stances should never be that much bigger than this, ever. So if I go into Zenkusu stance, okay, there it is. If you need to put your foot on the ground, put your foot on the ground. If you're gonna lock your leg only on rare occasions, but I wouldn't. I don't think you need to. You still have power. Locking your leg also tends to throw some people's hips back, and they're doing this. Now my angles are wrong. So releasing that leg, releasing the leg brings my angles in right. Shikarachi stance. Nikwashidashi, cat stance. Nikwashidashi is even tighter. When do you use it? On back maybe. Kosadachi is very tight. Torque, movement, bam. Kosadachi is great for throwing somebody, grabbing somebody. Yeah, I've just grabbed you. Coming down, bam. In order to throw, you gotta get low. In order to do foot sweeps, hitting behind the leg, bam. In order to, coming in from behind, bam, sweeping behind. If you're gonna, bam, side kick behind. These all have to be close tight. Kosadachi. Gotta get those knees together. Dropping into it. It doesn't work if you're here. It doesn't work if you're like that. You've lost a lot of tight concentration torque. But where I'm at, I'm right here. That's it. I've dropped about middle of my nose up to my head. This is my zone right here. This is my zone where I need to be. Every zone is going to be different. I got to learn to relax my shoulders. Breathe as a tool. Relax. Yeah! Hey, while working on something, thank you. So many today. This lesson, Hai Sho at second Q and EQ. Then Hai Dai at EQ or first Q. And then from there, the next test after that would be Shodan, and then you get into black belt territory. All right, thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.